Hello there again. So I'm going to make a little bit of a longer post this time around. This one has to do with the Washington Examiner. This one says, in just shared numbers, a Rasmussen poll said that President Joe Biden's approval rating is under the water. It's underwater. And worse, his approval is at an all-time low. Man, remember when they used to do that to Trump a lot? Trump's approval ratings at an all-time low. Every other day, kept saying something like that, right? Trump sunk to another low. Remember that? A lot. So, looking at the actual post, let me read some of this right here. It says, now President Joe Biden knows how former President Trump felt. Just shared numbers, Rasmussen report today said that the Democrats' president approval rating is underwater. A situation Trump was regularly in. And worse, his approval is at an all-time low. Now, even though they want to say Trump was regularly worse, remember how many people voted for Trump, even though the Democrats quite more than possibly stole the election? Well, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, and worse, his approval is at an all-time low. Biden's approval has fallen to 46%, and his disapproval is at 52%. So, his trend line in the Rasmussen tracking history has never shown him to be as popular as his former boss, Barack Obama. Not surprisingly, it says there is a huge partisan gap in findings among Democrats. Biden's approval to disapproval rating was 77 to 22%. Republicans are harsh in their judgment of the liberal president. Oh, of course, the Democrats were never harsh in judgment of Trump's things, were they? Some 81% disapprove of Biden, while 17 still approve. Wow, good job on the 17. Bad for Biden is the intensity of those who disapprove. The poll said that 42% strongly disapprove, while only 26% strongly approve. However, he still stands higher than Trump at this point, it says, of his presidency, when he was at 41% approval. The shift in Biden's approval ratings parallel the growing corona crisis and his administration's shift to requiring mask and social distancing. Now, let's talk about something here. Something you need to realize. When Trump was in office, yeah, Trump's ratings were kind of low, right? But you got to remember this, though. CNN and MSNBC and a few other news outlets were constantly bashing Trump 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Remember that, right? CNN, MSNBC for 4 years, and including now, almost 5 years, we're constantly bashing Trump. So of course, Trump's ratings are going to be low. Now see, now, there's hardly anybody bashing Biden. Not because Biden's doing a good job. It's because that's just the way it is, right? CNN's not bashing Biden. Oh, Biden gets approval ratings He gets praised by the Democrats, right? But you got to remember that. That's the difference between the two. Not that Trump was doing bad. It's just because the Democrats were on him 24/7, 365 days a year, right? Now, the Democrats did not constantly jump to Trump's defense every time Trump was in a battle with a Democrat or the news or something like that. They didn't jump to his defense, right? But see, if you look at another Democrat, when another Democrat gets in trouble, they immediately start backing each other up. Look at Andrew Cuomo, how he basically sent a lot of elderly people to their deaths. Look how he has his sex scandal, his sexual harassment against these women. And look how the Attorney General said they're not going to investigate that. If it was Trump or Trump's organization, they'd be like, oh my God, we need to investigate. We need to do it now. Oh my. But see, because it's the Democrat, they're trying to sweep it under the carpet. That is the way the Democrats operate. Only now do the Republicans in overwhelming numbers support Trump. They support him now. There's a few that are still pals to the left, but most of them are pretty strong supporters now of Trump because they realize not only did Trump have a really strong base, but they also realized that Trump fought for the American people. The Democrats haven't fought for anything. The border is worse than it was before when Trump left it. It was worse with Obama, too. It was bad with Obama. And then with Trump, by the time Trump left, it was just barely trickling at the border, right? But now it's horrendous. And what do the Democrats do? They ignore it. They just ignore it. It took Harris, almost 6 months, a little more than 6 months, to finally go to the borders because she was harassed every day by some of the media. Okay. What's the other things that Biden is failing at left and right? He's failing at a lot of things. Okay. He's failing at Afghanistan. It's turning into a disaster, right? What else is he failing at? It's a horrendous disaster. Now, and what else? The vaccine, the virus. Now, I am one of those that do not want to get the vaccine. I'm one of those. And it doesn't matter if Trump was in office either. I still would not get that vaccine. I still would not get the shot. I don't want the shot, okay? I was in the military and they used to give me shots left and right, just like I put in my other videos, in my other messages. The military used to give me all kinds of shots, and finally I said, no more. I don't want any. I don't care who was president. I still wouldn't want that shot. I still think it's a bunch of trash, a bunch of garbage. Okay? That's the way it is. I don't trust the Democrats at all. At all. They are garbage. They are trash. They want to say that Trump's a liar. In the meantime, those Democrats, that's all they do is lie. And, well, I'm going to call it an end to this video, this audio segment. You have a good day.